Hello friends, hope you all are fit and fine. This video of The Tempest Act 5 Scene 1 will cover from line 245 to line number 330. Up to line 245 we have read that Alonso has seen Ferdinand and Miranda playing together and he is overjoyed to find his son alive. Alonso, as father, makes a wish that they both should live happily forever. So now re-enter Ariel with the master and boatswain amazedly following. Re-enter Ariel. So you just remember that Ariel had been sent by Prospero to call all the crew members from the ship. So he has come back with the master of the ship, the boatswain, mariners and other people. Oh, look sir, here is more of us. I profess it, if a gallows were on land, this fellow could not drown. So Gonzalo continues his speech to see them. He says that, sir, look at that side. Some more people who belong to our group are coming here. You remember that I had forecasted that if there is some place, some land in this planet, so this fellow, this boatswain would never die by drowning. I made a forecast that this fellow would die only by hanging. So till there is a place for hanging left on this earth, this fellow would never die by drowning. So now blasphemy. So to see them, he says blasphemy means he is addressing the boatswain here and he says that now blasphemy, that sweetest grace overboard, not an earth on shore. 250 line. So he addresses boatswain and say that you were fond of swearing when you were on the ship. But now when you are here on shore, on land, so you have forgotten to swear. What's the matter? Hast thou no mouth by land? After coming on land, don't you have any mouth or any speech? Do you not want to say anything on earth? What's the news? What's the matter with you? What's wrong with you? Now why don't you make another oaths? Boatswain says the best news is that we have safely found our king and company. The next our ship, which but 3 glass since we gave out split, is tight and here and bravely rigged as when we first put out to sea. Line number 255. So boatswain says, actually I am happy with this news that we all have gathered safely. We all are alive and we again have come together. The king and his people are again come together. Second thing which is just pleasing me is our ship. So I have just seen the ship which 3 hours ago had split into pieces. We had thought that the ship is no more, but now we have found the ship again in a very good condition. It is still bravely rigged, means it is still in a good condition and ready to move. It is rightly equipped when we first put out to sea. It is in the same fresh condition as it was at the time when it was sailed first time into the sea. So Ariel aside to Prospero. Ariel speaks to Prospero. Aside means he shares these words only with Prospero. Sir, all this service have I done since I went. He tells, sir, whatever you had told me, I have completed. So Prospero speaks to him, my tricksty spirit. Prospero is happy with the service of Ariel. So he says that yes, you are my very clever spirit who can do anything, who can do wonderful things. So Alonso says, these are not natural events. They strengthen from stage to stranger. Say, how came you hither? In line number 260, Alonso speaks that whatever is happening with us does not seem to be natural. Generally, we don't expect that all the things once will get out of control and then again next moment after some time all the things will be in the perfect condition. So such kind of events are not natural events. So when I think of all these things happening with me, so I am getting more and more bewildered. My astonishment is getting higher and higher. So you please tell me how you reached here. He asked Boatswain and others that you please tell me how you all people have come here. So Boatswain replies, if I did think, sir, I were well awake, I would strive to tell you. We were dead of sleep, and how we know not all clapped under hatches, where, but even now with strange and several noises of roaring, shrieking, howling, jingling, etc., etc. So in this speech, Boatswain explains what happened with them after the tempest hit the ship. He says that, sir, if I could think that we were all awake, I would surely tell you the story. But in fact, we were dead of sleep. Means we were in deep sleep. And how it all happened, I just don't know. We were sleeping behind the hatches, means in our cabins, and the doors of the cabins were tightly closed. So even now with strange and several noises, but whatever is coming to me, we woke up to hear some strange, horrible noises. The noises of roaring, shrieking, howling, jingling chains. Overall, these kind of sounds again, you can say, intensify the ferocity of tempest. So we heard many sounds of roaring animals, shrieking, somebody was howling, etc., etc., and jingling chains. The chains, as if some chains of iron were broken or jingling. So overall, more diversity of sounds, all horrible. There were various sounds heard by us in our deep sleep, and these sounds were very horrible. So we were awaked. Due to these sounds, we woke up. We all woke up from that deep sleep straight away at liberty. And as soon as we woke up, at once we got liberty. Liberty refers to means at once we found that the doors of the cabins were open and all, we were in our normal situation. Where we in all her trim freshly beheld our royal good and gallant ship. And when we woke up and found that we were all free, so we found our ship also in the same good condition. Our royal ship was also standing there, that brave ship was also, you can say, anchored there in a very gallant condition. Our master capering to eye her on a trice, so please see. He says, in a moment, on a trice means just then our master looked at the ship and he was very happy. So please you, even in a dream were we divided from them and were brought moving hither. So it all happened in such a manner as if we were having a dream. We realized that as if in dream we got separated and in the same dream we came together. So all these things happened just like a dream for us. Ariel aside to Prospero, was it well done? Ariel wants to get confirmation from Prospero whether he has done his job well or not. So he asked, was it well done? Means, Master, you please let me know, have I done according to your expectations? Prospero speaks to Ariel, bravely my diligence, thou shalt be free. Line number 275. Actually, Ariel wants to know from Prospero whether he is happy with his service, because the happiness of Prospero will guarantee the freedom of Ariel. So Prospero understands the point of Ariel. He speaks to Ariel that yes, my hard-working spirit, you have done it wonderfully well. So thou shalt be free. I will set you free soon. Alonso, this is as strange a maze as ever men trod. And there is in this business more than nature was ever conduct of. Some oracle must rectify our knowledge. So line number 276. Alonso seems to be in confusion because he is still bewildered by the illusion of this island. Though things are getting clearer, but still there is a maze before his eyes. Therefore, he feels that this is as strange a maze as ever man trod. Okay, this man seems to be a very hazy place, a place of illusion where nothing is clear. And there is in this business more than nature. And whatever has happened with us in all this business, it is not natural only, it is something supernatural. Not only natural events have happened, but even I feel that somebody, some supernatural or superhuman power is conducting all these events. Some oracle must rectify our knowledge. So I am not able to understand all this mystery. So I wish that there should be some miracle, some magic should happen which can clear my knowledge, which can clear this hazy cover from my mind, and I can get the clear view of things. So Prospero speaks, Sir, my liege, do not infest your mind with beating on the strangeness of this business. Line number 280. Prospero understands, because this all is created by Prospero. He is the sorcerer, he is the magician. So he says, my lord, you need not torture your mind. You just don't make efforts to understand the strangeness of this place. It is beyond your imagination. You can never get the clue of all this magic. You can never come out of this illusion. So don't strain your mind to think about the strangeness of this place. At picked leisure, which shall be shortly, single I will resolve you. He says, let me have some leisure time, means some free time. So at that time, I will tell you in short about the mystery of this place. This happened, I will resolve you, which to you shall seem probable of every these happened accidents. So I will explain you how all these accidents happened and whatever is done here, whatever is happening here. So I will tell you the secret of everything at leisure time. Till when, be cheerful. So don't strain your mind till then. Better be happy till that time comes when I will explain you all these things. So you please be happy and think of each thing well, and be assured that everything is going to happen in the right way. Aside to Ariel, come here, spirit, set Caliban and his companions free, untie the spell. So after assuring Alonso, he speaks to Ariel, that Ariel, please come on. Once again, you have to do something more for me. So you go to Caliban and his companions. I hope you remember that his companions were Stefano and Trinculo. So you go to them and set them also free. Untie the spell means whatever magic spell is on them. So you just undo that magic. Exit Ariel. So Ariel exits with the command. How fares my gracious sir? There are yet missing of your company some few odd lads that you remember not. So coming back to Alonso, he speaks that how fares you gracious sir? Means how are you feeling now? The most respected, the most reverend sir, how are you feeling now? Actually, I want to remind you some more people of your company. Some odd lads means some insignificant young boys who were in your company. Maybe you have forgotten them, but those people were also missing in the same tempest. So I want to remind you about them. Just then Ariel re-enters, driving in Caliban, Stefano and Trinculo in their stolen apparel. So along with him, all these three also appear on the stage. Okay, and these Caliban, Stefano and Trinculo are wearing those apparels, those garments which they had stolen because of their shine. So Stefano, as soon as reaches there, every man shift for all the rest, and let no man take care for himself, for all is but fortune. So Stefano here philosophizes something. Whatever lessons he has learned till now, he says that every man shift for all the rest. Means now people should think about others, not about themselves. It is of no use to think about ourselves, because everything is destined by God. Everything is decided by our goddess destiny. So Correggio, bully monster, Correggio. Correggio means you please be brave. Have courage. Bully monster. Bullying monster, you please be brave. Don't think about yourself. It is of no use. Trinculo, if these be true spies which I wear in my head, here is goodly sight. Line number 295. Trinculo is also equally surprised to see all the people before his eyes. Okay, Alonso, etc. So Trinculo says that if my eyes are, you can say, watching everything, whatever is there before my eyes, if it is true, if I have real eyes in my head, spies refers to eyes. So it means whatever my eyes are watching is a very wonderful sight, is a pleasing sight. Caliban, oh, said Bose, these be brave spirits indeed. How fine my master is. I am afraid he will chastise me. Now Caliban's reaction. Caliban speaks to Stephano, oh my God, all these so many brave people are there. Because Caliban has seen only two people, Trinculo and Stephano, but now he is observing so many people together. So he says that my master is also looking very fine, finely dressed. First time he has seen master in the dress of a duke. So he is also dressed well. Oh my God, he is so, you can say, gracefully dressed. I am afraid that he will now punish me. Because Caliban is aware of his sin, aware of his wrongdoings. Sebastian in line number 300. Ha! What things are these, my Lord Antonio? Will money buy them? Sebastian is surprised to see Caliban. And maybe Trinculo or Stephano also, because they were also wearing very strange clothes. So Sebastian says, what are these things, my Lord Antonio? Can we buy them? So Antonio says, very like. One of them is a plain fish and no doubt marketable. Antonio says, yes, I feel so. They are likely to be bought because one of them stinks like a fish, looks like a fish, and naturally fish is marketable. Fish is sold in the market. So he also can be bought with money. But Prospero speaks in line number 305. Mark, but the badges of this man, my lords, they say if they be true, this misshapen name. So Prospero actually introduces them. He just tells them that look at the badges, means look at the garments what they are wearing. My lord, look at these people. They say if they be true. Means if they are honest, they will speak the truth. This misshapen knave, his mother was a witch and one so strong that could control the moon, make flaws and ebbs and deal in her command without her power. So first of all he introduces Caliban. Caliban is a misshapen, wicked person. Okay. So he says that you just look at this D-shaped, you can say fellow. His mother was a witch. His mother was wicked by nature, but she was so strong. She had the powers of moon. She was so strong that like moon, she could make high tide and low tide in the ocean. Using her powers, she could make the ocean have high tides or low tides. So without having the powers of moon, she could work like a moon. She was so strong, and this D-shaped creature was born of her. Then line number 310, these three have robbed me. Because he does not introduce Trinculans, because they were the men of Alonso. So he says that all these three tried to rob me. They tried to cheat me. And this demi-devil, for he is a bastard one, had plotted with them to take my life. And this demi-devil means this half-devil. In consent of these two robbed fellows, so he just plotted, means conspired against my life. With them, he made a conspiracy to take my life. Two of these fellows you must know and own. So these two fellows, you must be knowing well. They are your men. So you should own, means you should own them. You should take the responsibility of these two fellows. This thing of darkness, I acknowledge mine. And this thing of darkness refers to the evil creature Caliban. So this evil creature Caliban, I accept that he belongs to me. So Caliban says, I shall be pinched to death. Caliban understands that I will pinched to death, means I will be punished and I will die. Alonso, is not this Stephano my drunken butler? Sebastian, he is drunk now. Where had he wine? So Alonso looks at Stephano and he appears to be drunken. And Sebastian says, yes, but the surprise is this, from where have they got this wine? Alonso, Trinculo is reeling ripe. Where should they find this grand liquor that had gilded them? How camest thou in this pickle? 320 line. So Alonso looks at Trinculo also, who is just reeling ripe, matlab he was just intoxicated, and therefore they are surprised. Okay, how could they get this grand liquor which has reddened their faces? So they ask them, from where have you got this wine? Trinculo replies, I have been in such a pickle since I saw you last that I fear me will never out of my bones. I shall not fear fly blowing. So Trinculo says that, sir, I am in this condition. Pickle means condition. Since when I saw you last time. Okay, I am afraid that this stinking smell will never get out of my bones. And because of this stinking smell, I do not fear that flies will ever tease me, because they will go away from me because of this stinking smell. So this stinking smell or salty smell may refer to because I was thrown into a dirty pool, and therefore my bones have just absorbed the stinking smell in them, which will be good enough to keep away the flies. Sebastian, why? How now, Stefano? Sebastian asked Stefano, how are you? So Stefano, touch me not, I am not Stefano, but a crab. So Stefano is also horrified, terrified. So he says that, sir, please don't touch me. I am not Stefano, but a cramp. Cramp means I am also having cramps or a pain in my body. So Prospero, you would be king of the isles, sir. Prospero just makes a satirical comment saying to Stefano, oh sir, you are in pain, but you wanted to be the king of this island. Stefano, I should have been a sore one then. Stefano says, if I could become the king of this island, so I would surely have become very tyrannical or very bad kind of, so I don't want to be the king of this island. Alonso, this is a strange thing as ever I looked on. So Alonso is again surprised to see all these things happening, especially Caliban. Pointing to Caliban, he says, okay, this is very strange thing which I have ever seen in my life. So what will be the reply of Prospero, we will do in next video. Thank you all. Have a good time.